Alright. We returned this morning. I want to say we returned this morning to Eorzea. We're not. We're returning to Kugane. Not Kugane. We're returning to Authard. To Doma. To save the world. Hey, Ulu, how's it going? Okay, gotta remind myself to wear my normal ass clothes. Okay, where are we going now? So we're going down this way? Yes. Hit. That looks spooky. Oh, I thought they were glowing purple. They're not. Okay, Metal Gear. Let's see, what's up, YuGEARi? Alright, so we're going down over here. Okay, cool. Now, excuse me, I'm just gonna quickly change into all of these clothes. Okay, I actually do rather like the Imperial outfit for... / Imperial Salute. I forget, what button do I... Social? Emotes? Battle stance. Oh, one word. Also, it would help that I spell it right, but okay. Changing the guard isn't about bloody time. Just looking at these on is making me depressed. Reminds me of when I was in their shoes, pissing myself in fear. Time already? Not that I'm complaining mine, but I thought the others would be gone longer. Excellent. Oh shit, I have to go talk to... What the... Get out of here, doggo. Excuse me, chocobo friend. There we go. That no more soldier trouble unless you can dispose of that accursed uniform too. It's time to guide the villagers to freedom. They're not going to be happy that we're rescuing them because they're going to be like, oh no. But they're going to know that we resisted, and they're going to go after our families, and we're going to be like, they were going to do that already. Spoiler alert, the Empire does not care about you. Do I have... Not mount guide. Companion? There we go. I don't have any points. How do I get more points? Oh, he has to level up. Okay, cool. Why am I talking to captured villager and not the named one that I can't remember his name, but I know he's named?
Listen to me, all of you. We have dealt with the Imperials for now, but you must flee this place quickly.
Dealt with them? Oh no. You didn't kill them, did you?
Are you mad? There's no escaping the Empire. Running will only make it worse.
I knew it.
To stay is to die. You know this to be true. Even if you lack the will to fight, surely you have the will to live! Or has that, too, been beaten out of you? Is this what has become of Doma?
Also, we didn't kill anybody, just to be clear.
You were Lord Hien's retainer, trained to fight without fear and obey without question. Well, we're not. We're lost and afraid. We hate this, all of this, but we can't do a damn thing to change it. And trying will only make it worse. It's a pathetic existence, but it's all we got. And when people like you come here pretending it can be different, it doesn't help, all right?
Peace, boy. Peace. She came to help, and for that we should be grateful.
Elder, your face.
We all have scars. Some too many to bear. Too many battles. Too much lost, our friends, our family, even our liege. We who survived are forced to bend the knee, to sell our souls and surrender our dignity. How are we to lift our heads when this shame weighs so heavily upon us? Your courage, your resolve, they are as salt in our wounds.
If they only knew what you would do for them, my lord. You have made your plight clear, and I shall impose my will no more. But know this, brothers and sisters of Doma. For all you have suffered, for all the horror and the ignominy, you are still here. You are still alive. My lord prays you value your life as highly as he does. As for me, I swear by all the Kami in creation that I will free you from this torment, no matter the cost.
If the Imperials come for me, I will tell them we were tricked by an Ori woman.
Tell them whatever you must, to keep your loved ones safe.
Why would you... After everything...
Apologies, I was lost in thought. Mayhap they have the right of it. Mayhap we are fools urging them to rise once more. Yet I believe, I have to believe, that in their heart of hearts, they still... Now is not the time. We must finish what we started. I have in my possession a powerful medicine that befuddles the mind and memories. We must administer it to the soldiers ere they wake. The medicine will leave the soldiers confused and unable to clearly recall recent events. They'll suspect that they fell asleep at their posts and be reluctant to discuss it with others. It's not more than a temporary measure, but we dare not kill them for the sake of the villagers. 10 to the last 2 I put to sleep. I shall see the others. Oh, I have to put them... Okay. Oh, you son of a bitch. Pop. I'm killing this too. So I used an AoE skill on it. Oh, yeah. Father, is that you? I'll go home. Okay, YuGEARi! How are we getting into this questline's mandated combat encounter? YuGEARi! There she is.
Forgive me for making you search. It calms me, the sound. It helps me to remember the sway of the ocean when I close my eyes. Despite the many great and noble things I said, in truth I am not of Doma.
Oh yeah,
I was born beneath the waves of the Ruby Sea.
we explained that we met your parents, by the way. I forgot about that.
To think that you were there, that you even spoke with my mother and father. They are in good health then. The knowledge is of great comfort to me. That I might have the strength to protect my home from the Empire, I left to learn the secrets of the shinobi. Day and night we trained, ever striving to exceed our mental and physical limits. After a time, my skills were recognized, and I was dispatched to assist the Doman Liberation Front. It was then that I met Lord Kayan and his son, and their loyal samurai, Gosetsu. Good men all, brave and true, so clear their eyes, so pure their purpose. Any shinobi would have been proud to serve them and Doma. But, in the end, I will always be of the sea. Every day, I pray for my home and for the people I left behind. that they might be spared the wages of war and live in peace, untouched by this madness. I confessed this to Lord Hien once. Do you know what he said to me? He said, "Good. We are better for the conviction of our allies, and draw inspiration from their example. What is weak alone may together grow stronger." Never did I lose faith in them. Even when all was lost and I led our people to Eorzea, I clung to the belief that our dream would one day be realized. But when I gazed into those eyes bereft of hope, when those broken men balked at liberty, the dream was shattered.
It will not always be so.
So I pray, and thus do I labor to see a new day dawn, regardless of my misgivings. When all is said and done, we can but carry on, together.
Hey,
An
Luthen.
Imperial airship.
A banshee.
It is bound for Doma Castle. Quickly, we must rejoin the others.
Oh. Did they remake the Aetheryte? Hello. Traveler, I require your help if you have time. While I belong to the Doma Liberation Front, I'm a proud resident of mine with my own responsibilities in the village. I have been told to guard the spring under no circumstances am I leaving my post. However, there is another job required the village to take care of. I was hoping you might be instead take this liquid and sprinkle it around the area over there. Yeah, my thanks. Alright, I'll do that later. So the others of the airship or hear what they know of it.
There you are. What happened? Are the villagers all right?
We freed them, along with many others. Gosetsu, we spied an airship bound for the castle. Know you aught of it?
Aye, that we do. The Crown Prince is come to Doma.
We suspect this is a result of recent events in YuGEAri. Our defeat notwithstanding, there appears to be some concern in Garlemald that subversive elements may be rallying in other provinces. Though YuGEAri governs Doma, Xenos remains the province's anointed viceroy, and it would seem he has come to assess the current situation in person.
If Xenos is here, we must seize this opportunity and kill him.
Would that it were so simple, Lady YuGEAri. You may recall that we encountered Xenos at Rolga's Reach. We have seen firsthand what he can do. His power defies explanation. He faced the Alliance, the Resistance, and the Scions, and he defeated us all.
Yeah, but I was in a cutscene. What about me and 7 of my random adventurer
We
friends?
survived and learned from the experience, it is true. But if we are to defeat him, it will not be through simple opportunism. We will require a flawless plan.
We know his strengths. A prodigious swordsman trained from childhood by the finest Imperial tutors, reputed to be without equal on the battlefield, which is why we must not meet him there. Nay, we keep to the shadows, the domain of the shinobi, and thence we strike. You need only give me the chance.
Were this but a matter of personal revenge, I would not presume to bar your path, for I myself crave that same vengeance. But to draw steel against the Emperor's son is a grave decision, and one that will shape our nation's future. Do not forget Lord Hien's words.
What, that we should sheathe our swords if the people lack the will to fight? I will not squander this opportunity. If we do naught, our master's life is forfeit.
Even should you succeed, Xenos' death will not win Doma her freedom. More likely, her doom.
It's weird that
Can
Gosetsu's
we
being the
defend our
one.
people against the Empire's retribution? We few against a legion? Do not be a fool, child.
Mayhap I am a fool with foolish dreams of a future that will never be. But I cannot, I will not forsake them!
YuGEAri, wait!
What now?
It is concerning when Gosetsu is the voice of reason. I got nothing, just give me materia. I'll not pursue her. It's for her to think on her master's words and recognize the futility of our course. Though it was at least are my thoughts upon the matter, yours may be different. Should you wish to go give her chase, I will not bar your path. We each have but one life, and it is not to be spent recklessly in pursuit of our goals. I pray she realizes this soon. Where are we going? I'm fine. Oh, bird. Did Gosetsu send you to stop me? You came of your own free will. I should be surprised if you agreed with my chosen course. No one else did. But it's not as fanciful as they would have you believe. Scant moments ago, I received the Crown Prince's itinerary from one of our spies in the castle. 'Twould seem that Xenos has no desire to remain in Doma any longer than is necessary. He wishes to inspect the moon gates this very eve. His impatience is to our advantage. He arrived without warning and gave Yotsuyu no time to prepare. The whole castle is in a state of upheaval. To avoid any delay, he has declined a full escort, and will be traveling with no more than a handful of soldiers. The kami could not have blessed us with a more auspicious circumstances. I will kill him. You mean we will kill him? Or die trying. You understand the risks. Yeah, I respawn, though. Of course, you may have better than I. But are you sure? Cannot express what this means to me. I got plot armor and you don't, YuGEARi. We have much to discuss. We can do so on the way. Yuzuka... I read Yakuza Manor at first. Yuzuka Manor is some distance from here. We must hurry. No one knows you're here. No one knows you saw anything. No one knows you heard two rebels plotting to kill the Crown Prince. You know how this ends, and you only have and they only have themselves to blame. You have to tell them. You have to. I'm alive. I'm fine. Everything's Daijobu. Going the right way, right? Yeah. After playing Breath of the Wild, I wish I had a swim faster button. What are these? I don't know what that is. I'm just gonna use my normal attacks on it. YuGEARi! Far enough. Let's discuss our plan of attack. I'm just gonna... Xenos' itinerary is as follows. He'll depart Doma Castle by ship and approach the moon gates. The Magitech field will deactivate briefly, allowing his vessel to pass. It'll then continue on these very docks, where he and his entourage will disembark. As you can see, this area is not ideal for an ambush. Wide open, multiple avenues of escape. The manor is better suited to our needs. Let us split up and search for suitable hiding places. There you are. From the roof, we would have a clear view of the docks. It's settled. We shall lie in here until Xenos arrives. As discussed, if all goes to plan, he shall fall with my first blow. If not, the two of us will engage him in open combat. His escort's of no consequence, which means that we'll have a 2-to-1 advantage. Nevertheless, he is not to be underestimated. Can't wait to kill Xenos in a random instance fight and not a dungeon. Totally ready to defeat the big bad of this entire, of this whole, expansion. Just casually. So does nobody, like, live in this mansion? Is it, like, an Imperial thing? I saw there was a Namazu lookout.
He comes.
The village is not far, my lord. If it please you, we shall escort you there directly.
Less a province than a graveyard. The rotting husk of a broken nation devoid of proper sport. But as his radiance wishes...
Yes, of course, my lord. And may I say how terribly sorry we are that you had to come so far.
Oh yeah, Tsuyu's here.
We labored long to sow the seeds of hatred, of fear, to train them as beasts. Now we shall see the harvest. Let there be savage beasts baying for blood, and not hollow-eyed prey cowering in the dark. Or there will be no joy in this hunt.
Shinobi? And me without my brute.
How weak you are. Is this the sum of your hate?
This is only the beginning. For Lord Kayed! For Doma!
You know, being a shinobi, maybe you shouldn't yell.
Mayhap I shall test this new blade of yours. Let us hope it is to my liking, lest your misfortunes compound. Then again, I am loath to expend such effort on the unworthy. Come, earn the honor.
Probably fine. I don't know what that is, but it's probably fine. I can't wait to lose in a cutscene. Oh, there was one nearby. I didn't see. Oh, shit. Oh, that's not great. That's not great. I'm less fine. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, you asshole? There you are. I'm okay. Shit. Ah!
This day you die. Leave this to me.
I'd love to. Up. Oh god, he's got so much more hit points now.
No, I must fight on. I must.
Run, beast, run.
Like I said, I'm so happy that I get to die in a cutscene. Or I mean, I guess maybe this isn't a cutscene. Maybe this battle is designed that you can theoretically win it, but you will die anyway. Like, man, look at how minimal damage I'm doing to him.
Give me something to remember.
Does this end now, sir? Yep. Cool. Time to die in a cutscene.
Ah, I remember you. Al Amigo, the champion of the savages.
Look ye where the sun doth rise, see crimson embers darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall, see azure lost amidst the squall.
I forget who said that.
Oh, how right I was to spare your life. Hear me, hero. Endure. Survive. Live. For the rush of blood. For the time between the seconds. Live. For the sole pleasure left to me in this empty, ephemeral world. Live!
She can die, though.
You are not worthy.
Get away from them, you Imperial dog!
No, don't. You must flee.
We're not going anywhere, do you hear me? We're not running away! What you're doing is stupid and reckless, and I never wanted any part of it, but here we are! I've spent my whole life hating myself. For every time they made me beg, for every time I held my tongue to protect the people I love. And then you came along and reminded me of all the things I never said and never did, and it was even worse. I would have given anything to forget, to walk away, but I knew I'd never be able to live with the guilt. So we came, all of us, for you, for ourselves, for Doma!
Death is death, regardless of the reason. Yet you seem determined to die, intruding upon this sacred ground, turning weapons you can scarcely wield upon me. Your lives will not even begin to redress the balance.
How wrong you are!
Go, now! Guzetsu, see to YuGEARi.
Aye.
I can't see a damn thing. Someone stop them!
Can we kill Yotsuyu at least? Like, she's here. I care more about killing her than Xenos. Like, Xenos is cool at least.
My lord?
I don't think we were followed. Gods, I have no idea what was going through that man's head, but I'm heartily glad he decided to leave. Oh, and don't thank us. Thank Alphino. He's at the House of the Fierce, patiently awaiting your gratitude. You should have seen the way he turned pale when he heard about YuGEARi's plan, and how you, of all people, decided to help her. He was in such a panic, barking orders, calling for a squadron to be assembled. As for you, I was rather composed, as I recall, though that's neither here nor there. You believe it? We faced the Crown Prince himself and lived to tell the tale. You have no idea what this means for us. Everyone's talking about getting weapons and armor and a dome and weasel. Oh my God, we're having a moment. We are having a moment, and you are ruining it. Thank you. We're not going to stop till we've taken back our homeland. Right, getting a bit ahead of ourselves, aren't we? We got wounded to tend to first. We should get back to the village. How are you feeling? After fighting that demon, I can only imagine. I suppose I ought to apologize to you, or, you know. Anyway, thank you for not giving up on us. The shinobi, too.
How are you feeling, my lady?
Much the better for my comrades' ministrations and your most generous hospitality. You need not worry.
Good. If there is anything else we can do for the two of you, anything at all, just ask.
Stare any harder and you're like to burn a hole in them. Go and say your piece, for goodness sake.
I've got nothing more to say to them. I'm going to find out how the others are getting on.
Gosetsu, Mistress Alize, I owe you an apology. I acted with reckless disregard for my own safety, and endangered I know not how many others in so doing. Scorning your wise counsel, I knowingly defied our master's wishes, and left you no choice but to follow suit.
Nonsense. I followed our master's wishes to the letter. Consider once more his words, and the intent therein. In offering his head, he but sought to shield his people from harm, loyal retainers included. You must value your life more highly, Shadow Walker.
On the other hand, your recklessness did serve as an inspiration to many. Mayhap you should not be so hard on yourself. In any event, if you must apologize profusely, it seems only right that you expend as much effort thanking the one person who supported your plan from the first.
That it does. There are no words which will suffice. But thank you.
And there they are!
12 be praised. When I learned of your rather questionable plot to assassinate Xenos, I feared we would need to recruit a new primal slayer.
I'm sorry we couldn't be there. Alize made me swear to stay behind no matter what. I think she was worried I'd hurl myself at Xenos the moment I set eyes on him.
What? You'll forgive me for changing the subject, but now would seem a good time to discuss where we go from here. Though the Empire has yet to retaliate, the fact remains that we have revealed our presence and signaled our intentions in so doing. It is only a matter of time before the Imperials move against us. Given that we lack the strength to oppose them, 'tis plain some manner of brilliant stratagem is required. Therefore, I yield the floor to the preeminent tactician of our time, with whom I was privileged to share a room.
If you insist. While in Kugane, we debated a number of approaches and were eventually forced to concede that we cannot look to the Alliance for aid. Even were it possible to ferry sufficient forces and materiel from Eorzea in a timely manner, such a massive undertaking would not long escape the attention of the Empire. It would be a miracle if our ships reached the shore. Fortunately, according to Tataru and Hancock's intelligence, the Empire has withdrawn most of its forces from Doma in the past year, leaving her relatively unguarded. That being the case, a popular uprising, spearheaded by the full might of the Doman Liberation Front, may feasibly be sufficient to threaten the seat of provincial government, namely Doma Castle. 'Twould be rather easier said than done, of course, but I have seen worse plans prevail.
Then we must needs meet with Lord Hien and convince him to return, for there is no surer way to inspire our people to rise up as one. He desired proof of his subjects' conviction, and they have provided it, through no less a deed than openly opposing Xenos himself.
It will work. It has to work. And next time, we will defeat him.
I don't know, he seems like the final boss of this whole expansion, Lise, and we've still got to go back and do Alamigo stuff. I just feel like, you know, he's not going to die in this raid, because we've still got to go liberate Alamigo. What's up, YuGEARi? Traveling to the Azim Steppe. I found Lord Hien once before. I am confident I can do so again. Moreover, it was me with whom he put in the question of Doma's resolve. I feel it my duty to deliver him our people's reply. Countrymen's deeds speak for themselves. Lord Hien cannot deny the truth of their hearts. Too long has it been since I looked on his face. It would be of great comfort to see him again, and no small comfort if you were to join us in the search, I should add. I wonder what kind of man Hien is. From what I heard, he's about the same age as me, and then there's Fordola, who isn't a whole lot younger than us both. Like her, he was born and raised in Imperial Province. This is all he's ever known, but unlike her, he chose to do something about it. I want to meet him. I want to know why. Maybe if I can understand that, it'll help me to understand a whole lot of other things. beloved king returning to urge his countrymen to rise up in rebellion. Not a story you'd ever hear in Charlian or Ul'dah, is it? Not in those words, perhaps, but no land's people are so cynical as to be wholly immune to inspiration. Singular individuals have the power to move hearts and minds, no matter where they go. Doubtless you speak from personal experience. As much as Lord Hien intrigues us missing, there are vital tasks to be attended to here, preparations for the inevitable assault on Doma Castle, for one. There's also the manner of coordinating efforts with the Confederacy and our comrades in Kugane, dealing with the troublesome Aetherite. I could go on, but you understand. Aye, so it goes. We have our responsibilities. We shall depart for the Azim Steppe at once. You'll be joining us, missing? For our part, we will do what we can to aid the Doma Liberation Front in your absence. Devote our energies to boosting our ranks while training our new recruits. When you return, we'll be ready for war. If anything happens, you need us to come back sooner, you better contact us. Noble sacrifices are a last resort, remember? Follow me, my friends. We have many malms to travel before we reach reunion. Don't leave yet. Take these for the road. It's a simple fact, but it's the least we can do for you. It's simple fare, but it's the least we can do for you after what you did for us. Maybe stupid and naive of me to say this, but I will. When you come back, we'll finish what we started. We'll beat the Imperials and we'll win our freedom, so don't keep us waiting for too long. Cutscene? Meanwhile, in the keep of Doma Castle...
I would expect no less of Bahamut's conqueror.
It's good that I canonically did that.
Prepare the airship. His Radiance will not object. We have fulfilled our obligations here. I would see this prize for myself.
Do you understand why I appointed you to act in my stead? You, whose only accomplishment was to whisper the right words in the right ear. Because of your petty hatreds. They render you the perfect instrument to bleed your kinsmen of hope. To make an example of Doma, such as was ordered. Listen well. If you yield Doma to the rebels, you will not be given another chance to beg forgiveness. Do your duty now, or die with the rest of them.
So you're like flip-flopping here on me, man. Do you want people to be like super strong so they're a challenge to you, or do you want them to all be cowards who aren't going to fight? Like you're wanting both at once here.
Lady? That was uncalled for. Oh!
They say your Eorzean is helping the rebels. I want him dead. I want his friends dead. I want the heads of everyone he knows and loves mounted on the castle walls.
You mean I can finally go after him? I've been waiting for this chance. I promise you, milady, he won't escape this time. Not this time, oh no.
We're finally gonna kill this Team Rocket asshole. Meanwhile, in the fringes of Garabanya... That's a hole. Oh, is this where Shinryu wound up?
Aye. This is the place.
Are you
When
answering
Shade
me?
was banished, you swore to leave this life behind. And yet here you are.
Oh, wait, oh, you're Estinian. Right? Are you Estinian? Yeah.
Yet, if this be the work of the eyes, what choice do you have but to end it? Or so the boy would say. Damn you, Alphino.
Look, don't get brainwashed again, please. Swear to God, if it's like, oh hey, Estinian, he's been turned into a dragon again. Oh, do I have enough? Okay, I got a achievement, which I thought meant that I was attuned, but no, that makes sense because I still have quests going for this area. Alrighty, let's depart for a reunion at the Azim Steppe. Our route is somewhat circuitous. We'll need to return to the Ruby Sea and head north along the coast past Asari. Do I have to return to the Ruby Sea? Oh, it is at Asari. Okay. Well. So we're just gonna head north, yeah? Yeah. Hojo? No, thank you. I'm not gonna help Hojo look for specimens. I've never played Final Fantasy VII, but I'm aware you probably don't want to help Hojo search for specimens. I also don't have flight here yet either. From here we'll turn north until we arrive at a cave, through which we will pass in order to reach the Azim Steppe. Lise and Gosetsu have already gone on ahead. We should carry on as well. Cool. You know, you can just put a marker at the final place I'm supposed to be going. People, sorry, seem to be doing well. That's a relief. This is the cave. Sounds good.
I remember the emptiness, vast and endless. The Azim Steppe,
Azim
home
Steppe.
to countless roaming tribes. A sacred land, watched over by elder gods. Here, we would find Doma's salvation. With the wind at our backs, we walked on, in search of hope, in search of him.
I give you the Azim Steppe, although I should say this is but one small portion of it. Despite the close proximity, Domans rarely venture this far north. Most find these lands and their people strange and foreign. Fortunately, those who frequent the reunion are more welcoming than most. Come, it's not much further. A reunion, my friends. Here's where we begin our search for Lord Hien. When we last spoke with Lord Hien, he had spent as much time in these markets. I'd hoped we might find him here today, but alas. YuGEARi, I've been meaning to ask, there are an awful lot of Zayla here, aren't there? Oh, I assumed you knew. The Azim Steppe has been home to the nomadic tribes of the Zayla since antiquity. More than 50 roam these lands, and though they do not constitute a nation, it is a hierarchy of sorts determined through ritual combat. Funny, if they're so busy fighting each other, you'd think the Empire would be able to march in and take the steppe with ease. I wonder why they haven't. Why indeed, Lys, why indeed. Perhaps they see little value in it, especially given the fierce reputation of the Zayla warriors, who would fight tooth and nail to oppose them. These lands were not made for men. The soil is thin and the weather is unforgiving. The Zayla found ways to survive, it's true, but they are made of sterner stuff than most Imperials, conscript or citizen. Thanks for taking the time to explain. It sounds like you got a lot to learn. Later, I mean. We need to look for Lord Hien. People from many tribes gather in the reunion to trade goods and information. I should be surprised if we cannot gather something of value here. Let's make our inquiries separately. Why don't you speak with some of the merchants here? Fresh booze, your choice of lamb or duzo, guaranteed to satisfy. How many will you have, sir? A dolman, unless another Dazkar is keeping him in her yurt, he's not here. More fool if she took a dolman for a husband. Enough about dolmens. Let's speak of the booze instead. You cannot come to the Azim Steppe and not sample this most traditional of delicacies. What fortune you have to come hither this time, freshly slaughtered, every cut available on request, organs too, hearts, livers, brains, or a brace of blood sausages if you desire only a snack. Dolmen, poor meat they make, dolmens. I jest. I'd see a young mole in company of one a few days ago. Roasted fish with pumpkin, exotic foreign delicacy, cooked to perfection, beloved with the steppe. Come. You seek dolmens, and you're come to the wrong place, my friend. Delicious as my foodstuffs are, they find little favor with those from the south. Now, if it were Goro you were looking for, on the other hand, then I might be able to help you. They flock to my stall. I brought you a new brush, my beloved. So smooth and silky your mane shall be, the envy of every other man. Say again, you're seeking who? The dolmen. I know of whom you speak. He comes and goes with the mole girl. Although I could not describe her, I only know that she is mole because I heard them talking as they passed. With the chat mode and say, move your keyboard or software keyboard to any phrase that contains mole and Asela and reunion if they're of the mole tribe. What is this? What is this horse? What is this horse of which you are interacting? I only know of Chocobo. Yo, you a mole? No, mole, you... Yes? Oh, okay, cool. You're looking for Kian in that case. How urgent is this business must be to leave our conversation unfinished. The Kinsai, will you buy it? There is but one bundle left. If not, then... I will. I thought, though, I had not thought to pay such high price. It's a bargain for which you should be grateful. If you lock the coin, then the fault is your own. You will leave with nothing. Please, I must have the Kinsai. The gods themselves requested it. We are bound to their will. Pay me the difference in whisper root. I will sell it to the next apothecary to pass the reunion, and we will each feel fairly treated. But do not tarry. Should another come before you, coin in hand, I will not refuse him. I understand. Thank you for this kindness. Sorry, we must speak to Hien later. I cannot leave reunion without the Kinsai. Oh no, so I have to go find you whisper root to trade this merchant? Because, you know, I have millions in gil that I could just give you, but... You want to help me, is that it? I don't know what to say, only thank you. The lumbering ones must fell wander the plains west of reunion. If you each harvest 2, we should be able to gather enough whisper root. Return here when you're finished. Good luck. Yeah, you know, I got 758,000 gil that I could give you. Maybe I wouldn't give you all 758,000, but like I've got a good amount of muns. Just make things faster. Hmm. Excellent. Blessed is he who shows kindness to strangers. For what with fortune does he ever ride? Will this quantity suffice? Shall the kin size yours? The gods favor you more than you know, child. Udgen rarely have need for such herbs, and so my stock is limited. Had you come a day earlier or later, I would have had none for you. Perhaps the gods guided me here, as they guided grandmother, and they guided this man from the west.
Hey,
How goes the search?
how goes the search? Any luck?
I was uncertain if that was actually voiced, so there was a long pause between her first and second line.
What fortune to meet a friend of the young master!
Well met, Cyrena. If you have an inkling as to the current whereabouts of Lord Hien, we should be most grateful for your assistance.
Oh, please! It is I who should be grateful.
Hold! What is this? I came first, you second! Know you to whom you speak? All people of the steppe should. Or have you fought so much that you have forgotten the face of your superiors? Superiors? I spit on your superiority,
Daring do
little
dandy.
prince. Twisted and mad as sand devils, your kind are.
Daring do dandy.
Those two don't seem to like each other very much.
Those boys are of the Oronir and Dothal, the two strongest tribes. The children of Azim are destined to rule, so they declare to all who will listen. Their word is law, for now. Grand, flamboyant fighters, but deadly, very deadly. He prances as a horse.
What's a horse?
After their many recent victories.
I don't understand what a horse is. I'm confused.
The Undying ones too are strong, fearless, and vicious. They often reigned in the past. Now they are sorely tested. Ah, the master of the markets. He is Castir. To fight in reunion is forbidden, and to break the peace is to be banished forever. This he says without words, for words are lies to the Castir. They do not speak.
You're like...
Interesting. And all these different tribes share the same lands, do they? No wonder it's tense.
You're just doing like a like Discovery Channel documentary on these tribes for me.
I shall look for you on the field at the Nardum. Mark my words! As shall I. Mayhap I shall take 11 more Dothal heads to make a dozen with yours. I look forward to the day.
The dispute will be settled at the Nardum?
A great battle held on the final day of the Sahan San. During this time, all bonds of hierarchy are broken. All Zayla are equal and free to prepare for the fight. The tribe which triumphs in the Nardum rules until the next Sahan San.
I'm saying San, but it's spelled with an R.
Which in these lands is now.
Ah, so that is what they call the custom. I presume your tribe will also be taking part?
Not all seek the Dawn Throne. Some are satisfied with their lot. Others, like the Kestir, have reason to remain neutral. Them all are lambs among wolves. Long were we content to remain apart and live quietly, but... Never mind that. You see Kien, yes? I know where he may be.
Long ago, my grandmother, having received a vision from the gods, bade me go forth in the southern mountains. It was there that I found Hien, near death from many wounds. I brought him to our village, and there we nursed him back to health. Afterwards, he chose to remain, that he may repay us for our kindness. Doman set much store by honor and shame, so first I did not question it. Excuse me, if I could have your map for a moment. Here, he has grown fond of this place. It affords him a view of the markets and the steppe. I would accompany you, but I must return to our village and prepare my grandmother's meal. Thank you again for your assistance. Long-awaited reunion is at hand. Come, my friends, let us go and greet our lord and master. Why did you guys all walk in the other direction? Oh, he's on a cliff. That's why. He's up there. It was like the zone's in the opposite place.
The Kami are merciful! My lord Hien, I see you are alive and well.
Ah, you are come sooner than expected. So, my blade or my head? Which would you have of me?
The people of Yansha remain loyal to Doma. I have seen the fire in their eyes. They are ready to rise up and fight. The time is ripe, my lord. Return with us, blade in hand, and lead Doma to freedom.
Naught less than liberty will suffice, then. A pity. It will prove far more difficult to deliver than my head. But if my people wish to pursue an impossible dream, then who am I to deny them? YuGEARi, Gosetsu, and
Hi.
The scions of the Seventh Dawn, my lord. Good and true friends who opened their hearts and homes to us when we fled to Eorzea. Far across the sea they have journeyed to stand with us in the fight for Doman liberation. to oppose the Empire, as they have in the West, where they are lauded as heroes for their many deeds.
Say no more, YuGEARi. Say no more. I observed how you helped Cyrena, to whom I am deeply indebted. For that and for the aid you provided my people, you have my deepest gratitude. There is no doubting your strength nor your character. It would be my honor to fight by your side. So, what of Doma? Arise, my friends, and tell me of our home. I have made my decision. YuGEARi, I bid you return to Eorzea and take charge of our forces in preparation for my homecoming. As for our esteemed guests, I would ask that you remain here with me. I sense you will be a great help in the coming days.
Your will is my command, my lord, but how much longer do you intend to stay?
Oh, only until I have won the contest? I mean to return at the head of a Zayla army.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
You mean to participate in the Nardom?
Have you a better idea? Consider how soundly we were defeated before. The Imperials may have since grown weaker, but we are weaker still. It would be folly to challenge them without first supplementing our forces, so yes, I intend to win the Nardom and enlist the aid of every able-bodied Zayla I can. Furthermore, by championing the Mole in the contest, I can at last repay their kindness. Lest you forget they saved me from certain death, and a man who suffers such debts to go unpaid is without honor and unfit to lead.
Just so, just so. Our lord has spoken, YuGEARi. But take heart, I shall keep him safe. And should it come to it, bring him back by force.
This is no laughing matter, Gosetsu. But if these are my orders, very well. Once more I place my faith in you. Pray look after them both.
Yeet.
Looks like it's up to us then. Though it does seem a bit risky. Isn't Hien meant to be the next king of Doma or something?
So they say, though in truth I am but a pale reflection of my late father. All the more reason to entreat your assistance. For ours is an impossible dream. To set in motion a revolution that will rattle the very firmament and shake off the yoke of the most powerful empire in the world.
You know, they said that when we came here, like, oh, the Empire doesn't want these lands because they're not fertile and they're harsh lands. It looks beautiful here. Freaking Yangsha looks way worse off. Once again, allow me to thank you for your deeds in service of Doma. 25 years my father did rule in name only. My rule, if one would deign to call it that, has been naught in comparison. That changes now. We have a purpose and a plan, and after we take to the battlefield together, we will have victory as well. But you are a particular man, I can tell. A practical man, I can tell. Disinclined to trust in words when actions speak truer, I can relate. Oh, this gear is actually better. So you two have heard of the Nardom. The great battle for supremacy of the steppe. I learned of it during my stay with the Mole. To my knowledge, no foreigners have ever participated, much less triumphed in the Nardom. But, lack of precedent notwithstanding, I should think that we would have good standing to bid them march with us to Doma, should we win. Will they even permit us to fight, my lord? We belong to no tribe of the steppe. We are not without options, given what Cyrena has told me. You see, in accordance with the god's wishes, her people shall participate in the coming Nodum. And when they take to the field, I mean for us to fight alongside them as fellow warriors of the mole. But we need not discuss this at length here. Come, let's head north to the Mole Ilo, where Cyrena and her people have made camp for this season. What? Glamour. Oh no, not that one. I want this glamour. Okay. We're gonna wrap things up here for now. Let's see. Do we got following? Let's go raid MBFish. They are playing Final Fantasy 16. 2 whole fantasies higher than this fantasy. So we're gonna go and raid them. Thank you for hanging out. I shall see you guys another time. By the way, if you're not watching my YouTube, or, you should, because I'm starting to upload highlights to YouTube as shorts. I'm also starting to do the same on TikTok and also Twitter. So if you guys want to check those out, I think watching my stuff on YouTube is more helpful because I really would like to be able to monetize my YouTube again, just in case Twitch decides to be really stupid. But yeah, until next time, I read messages you found the missing persons. If you are on YouTube, it's twitch.tv/nbfish. Until next time, I'll see you all later. Thank you for hanging out with me.